about that? Yes. All right, hey guys. I am getting ready. So there will be some technical stuff in the beginning here with my schedule as it is. We're supposed to start at 7. I'm 8 minutes early. I'm awfully early. So might hang out here for a minute and wait for people to show up and socialize a bit. So on the rewatch, please skip ahead 8 minutes because right now it's 6:52. All right. I also have to do technical stuff. I also have to go and invite people. How do I share this is the question. I think maybe it's that. Oh. Oh, cool. Figured out how to find the link. Okay. Chat. I am doing the BJJ workout live on YouTube. Also, this is the link. Okay. Go share that. Oh, I don't need to share that on Facebook because I have to also set up Facebook Live. And let me do this. Plug this bad boy in. Hey, Taylor. Taylor, important question. Can you hear me? Yesterday I did like a whole workout and no one could hear me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, I'm going to start working on Facebook. Let's see if I can't get that tighter. How does that? All right. Let's see here. Still, so far so good. Taylor, thanks for telling me you can hear me. It's like so sad to be a tree that falls in the woods. Nobody can hear. I want to make sure that Facebook can see me. Yeah, he is. Okay. There we go. That's what it's like. Okay. Now, I know Taylor's going to be very upset with me if this is uneven like it was. So I'm just going to go ahead and OCD out here. Just kidding. I don't mean to put it on Taylor. It's me. Is that pretty even? Does it feel like we're in an earthquake? Okay. So far, so good. I got that going. Did I just bump it? No, we're good. We're good. Taylor, I miss you too. But at least we can be together doing these workouts. Are you doing this at work or are you going to be doing the workout with me? I just have to add a description. This is going to be BJJ workout with Greg. Okay. And this is going to be mount bottom. We're going to all the movements we do today are going to be, oops. Today's the 24th, right? 20. Done. Start live video. all the stuff we do today is going to be related to the bottom position, bottom amount. Movements you need from bottom amount. Taylor, you doing this workout? Or are you at work? You didn't answer my question. Probably because you're at work. Okay, Facebook Live. I got YouTube down here, and you're over here, and they're up there. So I got the two cameras going. I'm just going to let a little bit of time pass. So if you're watching the replay, it is 6:57, and you can fast forward 3 minutes, and that's where you'll see the workout start. I'm at home on my trampoline, but my phone is about to die. You know, trampoline would be a fine place to do this workout. Hey, Jay Watson. Jay, your attendance is impeccable on this online stuff. Love it. Taylor's in the YouTube. So Taylor, if you want to say anything to Jay Watson, if you want to say anything to Taylor down in the YouTube, you guys let me know, and I'll relay the message. I don't have anything better to do. Okay, great. Man, that would be good. So, yeah, if I could do one thing differently, I suppose what it would be I'd get a really bright light, and I would shine it at me, not just from above, but at me, because you can't see. It's dark there. No lamp. I got no lamp here. A lamp would do it. Anyway, looks good on Facebook. YouTube's just a little dim, not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay. Trying to set up on YouTube now. Hey, Mark Cranston, I hope that's either Mark who can go grab Nate, or it's Nate. But yeah, please, Nate is here. Good. Good. I want Nate to do this warm-up with us. And I was actually even gonna call you guys because I haven't talked to Nate. I wanted to check in. So TV in the club. Very cool. All right. So yeah, we're gonna start this workout in like 1 minute, but we're gonna do a full warm-up and workout. We're gonna do it all together. And again, the focus of these moves is bottom amount stuff. So you'll have your bridges and your elbow escapes and stuff like that. But we're gonna talk about, I want it to be good beyond just working up a little bit of a sweat. Yo, Sean, hey man, good to see you. I want you guys to be sharpening movements we totally use. You're gonna get back to jujitsu. Here's my plan. You get back to jujitsu better at jujitsu because we do these, okay? So I really want you guys tuning in and doing these if you can, and tell your friends. So, and by the way, tell your friends who don't do jujitsu. As long as I'm broadcasting it on YouTube, which I am, and that's public and live as well, they can go find it there too. If anybody wants to get like a workout and kind of see what jiu-jitsu is about, this is actually because I'm going to talk about the movements that we do, and it'll make sense to people who don't know about jiu-jitsu. Okay, I've got my presentation here. I'm going to go into presentation mode. In presentation mode, my cursor has a trail, and it's like, all right. Let's get started. My warm-ups are going to look the same. So let's do this. Let's start from the ends of our extremities and just get our feet and our hands and our ankles and our wrists open and closed and moving. This is warm-up stuff. Switch feet, when you're comfortable. Even just this foot stuff is actually moving that probably moves the joint, the knee joint, in addition to the ankle joint. And if we do something like jumping jacks, which is I see in our future in my crystal ball, then you'll be all set with the jumping jacks. You'll be warmed up. Nobody's going to get some stupid injury doing that. Okay. Now feet together. Let's do knee circles. By the way, after this is yoga with Katie. So work up a little sweat with me. Work up a little sweat with Katie. You'll have had a ton of exercise today instead of just being cooped up. Give yoga a try. I already talked to one of you today who was a convert who had heard about yoga and then was like, tried a class. This will be Katie will be happy to hear this too. Tried a class and loved it. Okay, that's your knees. Let's do your hips. Hip circles. Take it all the way to the end of your range. Big old circle. One way, one time back the other way. Big circles. Okay. Good. Let's do our neck, right? So let's look left and right. So look at Pedro Sauer. Look at Elio Gracie. That's pretty sour. You should feel the stretch. Try not to turn your shoulders. Let the neck extend. Let the muscles stretch out. Other way. Okay. I'm going to look up and down. So open ceiling. I like to jut my chin, stretch my latissimus, the front neck muscles out. Look at the floor. Ceiling. Floor. If somebody on Facebook wants to tell me you can hear me, that would make me feel a lot better. YouTube, I know there's audio. Last night, I broadcast a whole workout with like no sound. Just if someone on Facebook could just be like, yeah, I hear you fine, that'd be fantastic. Okay, and then circle your neck. So you think about ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, look at the ceiling, ear to shoulder, chin to chest. So a big circle one way. Okay. No audio check on Facebook yet, but I know there's a lag. Other way. Yes, I think Jay Watson means I hear you, which is fine. Thank you. Yes, good. Yes to you too, buddy. Okay, good. Let's do our shoulders, right? So let's give ourselves Americanas and Kimuras at the same time. This isn't. This is a nice, comfortable. I can hear you, my man. Thank you. So just twisting the shoulder inside of the joint. Yeah, it's a range of motion thing. It could be a stretch if you want to take it to the end of range. Do the same thing with straight arms. I'm just turning my hands over and the magic to it. They don't have to go even opposite directions. They can both go up, down, up, down. Okay. And then just move everything a little bit. Move your shoulders. Circles are good. Circle, twist. Want you limber. Okay. So let's do a little bit of, we're going to go back and forth between jumping jacks and leg circles, okay? So let's start with jumping jacks, right? So do them till I get to 20, your pace. You can go faster or slower, that's fine. So I'm going to go 1, 2, go ahead, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now foot circles are going to be this right here. Laying on your back. You can support your head if you want. We won't overuse our abs today. That was more the case when we did bottom of guard. Feet the other way. Today won't be ab day. Today will be more like glutes day. So you guys are going to be looking good in your Speedos. Other way. Other way again. And then we're going to pop up for another 20 jumping jacks, okay? Go. I'm sure you stood up on base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go back to leg circles. The more you get going, the more your hips can move side to side. Your butt scoots over the ground, right? Other way. Okay. Very good. Now, let's get straight into some bottom of mount movements. Our bridge is huge, and I would say just do bridges left and right, but let me explain what I mean. I'm gonna have my feet on the ground, not just, make sure I'm in frame here, not just anywhere. I want my feet as close to my butt as I can. Why? Because my feet are further away and I lift my hips. I can only go to the certain point on the wall, right? But I can get much higher when my feet come under my butt. We need to get as high as we can when we bridge our opponent, because that's how we move them. So if you want the full power of your hips, feet under your butt. So you can creep your toes all the way under your butt until your butt's off the ground, your heel's under your butt, right? And then you're gonna bridge across. I'm on the tip of this shoulder here, and I'm touching the ground. And back down. Same thing on the other side, but you can see that I'm on the tip of my shoulder better at this angle. But let's do this. Let's do 10 on each side. So get your feet deep in there and then go. 1, 1, 2, 2. I'll count silently, and I'll tell you when I reach 10. I'm on 5. Higher hips. Make them high, nice and high. Don't strain anything, but make your hips nice and high. Look way over your shoulder, too, with your eyes. Look at the mat almost. Yeah, just got to 10. That's good. Okay. Now let's talk about a move. The rest of this, it's going to be a couple movements in there, but mostly moves after this, all right? So now we're gonna trap and roll, which everybody's familiar with the trap and roll, hopefully. And we're gonna talk about the 3 different heights that the hands can be on the floor, right? So if somebody is mounted on me but has their hands on the floor next to my head, that's when we can do the swim, trap and roll. But just to be very exact about this movement, you know, if you've ever done this with somebody after the first time you learned it and you swam their hand and they just pick their hand up off the ground, you already know that this move isn't as simple as trap and roll like the name, like the words suggest. You know that somebody can pick their hand up unless you make their hand, unless you glue their hand to the ground. How do you glue someone else's hand to the ground? By lifting your hips, right? So if somebody's on top of me and their hands are on the ground, but I lift my hips, now it's like they're falling down a hill. They're catching themselves by their hand. Their hand will be glued to the mat. That's when I can swim and trap, and then trap with my foot. And then I can bridge, just like the bridge we just did, and step over. And you notice I had turned 90 degrees almost. And that's what yours should look like. You never go from here to here, like my profile, both sides. Okay? So get your feet under your butt, bridge so their hand is glued to the ground. Now swim. Now trap with your foot. Look over your shoulder, and you should bridge and turn over 90 degrees. Let's do a bunch of them, okay? Go ahead at your pace, okay? So feet under your butt. Bridge now, so their hand's heavy. Swim, trap with your foot. Good. All right, so keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna change my angle in case it's helpful. Feet under your butt. Now bridge, now trap with your foot. Draw a circle with that other hand. This one that comes up under the armpit draws like a rainbow to forever. It's very poetic. Feet under your butt. Hips up, trap, go. Back to your back. Hips up, swim, trap with your foot, go. You might be doing one side, that's fine. I'll leave time for the other side, right? So just do the one side, get good at one side. Feet under your butt, swim and trap with your foot, look over your shoulder and go. You should turn 90 degrees because you're a cube. You're turning over one corner, your shoulder should turn 90 degrees when you're done. Okay, so trap with your foot, look over your shoulder before you go. Okay, let's get one more on that side, which I presume is maybe your good side, the side you chose first. Hips up, feet under your butt. Trap the arm, trap the foot, bridge and go. Okay, let's do your other side. Feet under your butt. Right? Now, bridging already, so their hands are heavy. Now swim, trap with that foot. Yes, look over your shoulder before you go. So get a few. Okay, feet under your butt. Already bridging. Swim, trap with your arm, trap with your foot. One hand draws a rainbow. And you're gonna turn 90 degrees. Let's do 3 more. At your pace, I'll do 3 at my pace. You get to listen to my knee crack. Yes, that's what that was. Hips up, trap. Look over your shoulder before you go. That was 2 for me, I got 1 more. Good, okay. Trap and roll. Maybe like you've never done it, right? Lots of little details in there. Okay. Hey, Maria. Awesome. Glad you made it. Okay. So that's a trap and roll when their hands are next to my ears on the ground. But sometimes somebody's not just here, they're here. Their hands are not here, but a little bit higher up. And you guys may know how we deal with that, but let's talk about it. If someone's hands are not on the ground next to my head where I can swim, but they're just a little too high to swim, I'd be too weak up here to be able to break it down. Instead, I reach up, I round it on both sides. The outside hand, which is what? If their hand is on the ground to my left hand goes outside of it and is palm up. The inside hand is palm down and here, and we need to do this. So first of all, bridge so the hand is locked there. So my hips are off the ground now. Now go around the arm. I'm going to gable grip. I'm going to pull it to my chest. That sucks the elbow joint to me. And now I'm going to pull this down. Okay. Now I'm going to hold the elbow, hold the wrist, and then I'm going to bridge and finish the move. Okay? Right? Down. Bring the wrist across, hold the elbow, and then you're good to go. Yeah. Okay. So bridge so that it's still there when you go to swim, but you're swimming differently this time. It's not this. This time you're going from the outside on the same side. So left, if it's on my left, by my left ear, I reach around my left hand palm up. The other one's palm down. I pull it to my chest. That's one. I pull the hand, which might have been trailing, across to my other collarbone, and then I hold the elbow here, and then I finish my move. You notice I always lead with my eyes. You want to be seeing where you're going, okay? So one more time, I bridge, I gable grip, pull to me, I pull the wrist to the other collarbone, hold the elbow, just like a C grip behind the elbow so he can't pull it out. Then I look up and go. Don't forget to trap the foot. Okay, so bridge, gable, pull. Bring the hand to the other collarbone, hold the elbow, big bridge. Again, you're turning like 90 degrees when you turn over your shoulder, okay? So bridge, gable, pull it to your chest, pull the hand across the other collarbone, hold the elbow, and go. Couple more on this side. Bridge, gable, pull. Move the wrist to the other side, hold the elbow, and go. Last one on the side. Bridge, gable, pull. Adjust the hand, hold the elbow, look over your shoulder, and reverse. Okay, let's do the other side. This side, I'm gonna bridge. This time it's my right hand. For me, I'm going to my right side now. So my right hand is palm up, the other hand's palm down. I pull it to my chest. I pull the hand to the other collarbone, block the elbow on the side, trap the foot, and go. Hips up. Right hand, just like I'm holding a tray of hors d'oeuvres. And then I go around, and I palm down with my left hand. I pull this in, pull the wrist across to my other collarbone, hold the elbow, trap, and roll. Trap with the foot, and roll. My butt, my gable grip, pull in, wrist to the collarbone, block the elbow, trap the foot, and roll. Hips up. Gable, pull, move the wrist, hold the tricep, trap and roll. Two more on this side. Hips up, catch the arm, pull it to me, pull the hand across, block the tricep, trap and roll. Last one, hips up, pull the elbow in, wrist, tricep, look where you're going. Trap and roll, okay. Good. Hey, Katie. Katie, you missed it earlier when I said that I met a yoga convert, and I was talking to some guys. He can speak for himself. He wants somebody who watched your yoga and then was like, oh, I've heard about yoga and I love it. I'm going to be at all the classes. So that was fantastic. So people are talking about it. People do watch these. That's good to know. Okay. So if I can't reach the hand, it's not here. It's not here, gable grip distance. It's like the person is doing this. Way, way, way high. Then I have to reach up a different way. Some of you guys know what it is. The hands are so far away that I have to do this. Let me start squared off with you so you know, see what I mean. Their two hands are over here and here. So I'm gonna bring my head to one side. So I aim, the first thing I do is aim the top of my head at one of the hands. Boom, I've chosen. Now that I've chosen, I'm gonna reach up with two hands and I'm gonna grab their hand. I'm gonna bring it in a circle. Which way? To the outside or to the inside first? It's gonna be to the outside. So don't just bring it in a circle to the outside. It's kind of like we're churning butter upside down. But push their hand that way first, away from you. So straight up that way first. Boop, and then in a circle, and then trap it, and then we're gonna be able to roll the person toward the missing hand. So let me get it this way. Get myself over here in frame. Their hands are here and here. This is the one that you can see, I know. I'm gonna bring my head over there, grab the wrist, push it up in a circle. I'm gonna hold the elbow on this side, trap, and roll. Okay. Question that may have crossed your mind is, do I need to be hipping up so that I commit their hands to the floor up there? No, they are super committed anyway. They're super committed because they're leaning their weight way forward. So in this case, I don't need to be hipping up throughout the whole move. But the other two, yes, I do. Okay, so this one, their hands are here and here. I bring my head over, grab the wrist with two hands. I push it up and away from me in a circle to the outside, hold the elbow, trap the foot, look where I'm going, and trap and roll. I hope you can see all of that. One more. Head, wrist, circle, block the elbow, look over my shoulder, and trap and roll, okay? Let's do a couple more of this. So I offset my head to aim at their wrist, grab it with two hands, pluck it straight north, and then in a circle to the outside, block the elbow, trap with my foot, look over my shoulder, and trap and roll. All these trap and rolls are better when you look over your shoulder first. I'll do one more on this side. Head, wrist, away, and in a circle, block the tricep, trap the foot, look where I'm going, trap and roll, okay? Other side. I mean to be offset on camera here. Okay. So let's say it's their left hand to my right. So I'm gonna bring my head to the other side, reach up, grab the wrist, pluck straight north, and then in a circle now to my right. To the outside, put it on my chest, block the tricep, trap the foot, look over my shoulder, trap and roll. Same thing, reset, hands are up here. I bring my head to the hand, grab the wrist, push it north, bring it to the outside and then to my chest. Now, because I'm going right, my right hand cups behind their tricep, trap with my right foot, look over my shoulder, bridge, trap and roll. All right, offset your head, grab their wrist, up and to the outside, circle, hold the tricep, look where you're going, trap and roll. Reset, offset your head, grab their wrist, pluck it north in a circle to the outside to your chest, block the tricep on your right if you're going right, trap with your right foot, look right, and then bridge and roll right. Last two on this side. Reset, hands I offset, wrist, pluck, circle, block the tricep, trap, and roll. Always look where you're going. Last one. Offset your head, grab their wrist, pluck in a circle, hold their tricep, trap their foot, look over your shoulder, bridge, trap, and roll. Okay, so those are our basic trap and rolls based on where their hands are on the ground, how much they're raising the roof up here, right? Okay, now let's do this. This is a big piece for the bridging that we were talking about. Okay, it's on the camera. So I'm gonna bridge, and now by pushing off of I'm pushing off my heels more than my toes for this. Pushing off my heels and just rocking onto one shoulder and then the other. What happens is I shoulder walk. Shoulder walking is not I do not need like prehensile shoulder blades to do it. My shoulder blades don't do any creeping and walking. It's very simple. I'm only going left and right on my shoulder blades. I'm just adding a pushing pressure from my heels. So again, any bridge, I probably want my heels kind of close to my back. And now shoulder walking is just left, right while you push off your heels, and then just walk as you need to keep moving. Right? I really don't want you dragging yourself across the ground on the mat because it's a ton of friction, or on your carpet, right? So if you're at home on carpet and you're like, I don't know, I might be getting rug burn on this one. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Don't push faster than you can rock side to side. You know, take it easy on this. You don't have to go crazy. But I get a little bit of pushing pressure, either off your toes or your heels. And just left, right on my shoulders. I'm literally stepping. You can probably hear pop, 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 pop. There's just a little turn on each shoulder blade. I'm not dragging my whole back across the floor. My shirt is not being pulled all the way down my back. Okay? Maybe in the heat of battle, but for practicing this movement, it shouldn't be that way. Hips up, left, right, right. Good. You may have more room than I do. I'm trying to stay within the like sort of 6 feet that keep me on camera, but that's good because that probably is pretty close to like your living room. So shoulder walk, shoulder walking. Okay. Now, just so you know, the shoulder walk, the reason that we do it, there's a million places that we do it. Actually, it's in we do triangles and we use those. There's a lot of times that we're going to shoulder walk. And I really want you to be clear on what shoulder walking is. So that's one thing that I want to make sure we've covered here. But also, you know, the thing about shoulder walk is it's what keeps the person's hands on the ground sometimes. Because sometimes you bridge, like I said, to keep their hands on the floor. And then when you go to swim, you can't quite reach. But if you can shoulder walk your way up while you trap and roll, that's actually a very effective way to quote unquote, and I say this knowing that it might mean you think I mean fast, but chasing down the arm, right? You don't have to do it. I'm not saying you have to do it fast, but I'm saying when I bridge and then I shoulder walk and I trap and roll, what happens to the person on top is someone who would probably just as much like to sit here, and now you're bumping them this way so their hands get heavy. What happens is they try to like, you know, they try to compensate and you're making their hands heavier and heavier, and eventually they start breaking down to their elbows and they're actually just easier to sweep. So chasing a trap and roll, this is one way to make your trap and rolls happen. I know that a lot of people get more success with the elbow escape the longer they do jiu-jitsu or the longer their partners have done jiu-jitsu. So I know trap and roll seems elusive after we learn it. Like, yes, this would work on somebody, but not a jiu-jitsu guy. But not true. Not true. There's a great video, if you look it up, great video of here in Gracie, trap and rolling everyone at a seminar. They know what he's going to go for, and he does trap and roll to all of them, and they're every level up to black belt. So trap and roll, very doable. And I would say that that being able to shoulder walk and then having a good idea of like where to be trying to catch their hands and stuff, all are very important skills. So we've covered those, and I feel good about that. Okay, so trap and roll versus punch is going to be the last trap and roll thing that we do. This is for self-defense application. This is a review for obviously a lot of my students, so should look familiar. When somebody, what's the best angle on this? Someone's on top of me. I'm going to say they start with their hands on the floor, like we just got this position, their hands are on the floor, and then they sit up to then start punching down at me. When they sit up, I want to sit up too, and I want to grab them around the torso. And the first movement, so it's a sit up, we're going to kind of run through workout motions, right? It's a sit up, and then I grab around their waist, and then it's a deadlift. I'm going to kind of deadlift them over my head. I'm trying to make them go. And here, I sat up, I grab them around the waist. I'm too close to punch. And then when I do a deadlift, I make them catch themselves on their hands. Okay, so someone sits up. I sit up too. I get them. Sit up. Deadlift. Put them over your head. Now it's going to be a chin up. Right? I'm going to reach for their shoulders, their two shoulders like this, and I'm going to scoop myself up just in case I really heaved them really high. I don't want to be looking at their groin or navel. I really want to have my chest, like my face, like under their chest. Once I've scooted my way up, and my hips should still be off the ground the whole move, I should wrap my hand around their back before I trap and roll. So it's wrap, trap, and roll. You guys will hear me say that mnemonic all the time. It's wrap because I'm about to let go of his shoulders. If I let go of his shoulders, one of his shoulders to trap and roll here, this one hand isn't enough to keep him from sitting up again and start punching. So I'm bridged. I'm holding two shoulders. That's hard to sit up. And I'm going to wrap around their back. This centered wrap is what keeps them in place while I trap, bridge, and roll. Okay? So with all that explanation out of the way, I'm going to call it, sit up, deadlift, chin up, wrap, trap, and roll. Okay? So let's do it. So sit up, grab them, deadlift, put them down. Your hips are now off the ground for the rest of the move. Chin up grips, scoot your way up, wrap, trap their foot, and roll. Turn 90 degrees because you're going over your shoulder, looking over your shoulder. Sorry, one moment. Internal storage. Resume. Okay, I don't know. Having a little bit of an issue with Facebook. So this will be here for YouTube. All right, so let's do it again. Sit up, deadlift, boom, your hips are up and will be for the rest of the move. Chin ups, so slide yourself up, that's a shoulder walk. Wrap, trap the foot, look over your shoulder, roll 90 degrees. Repeat. You're laying down, they sit up, you sit up, sit up. Deadlift, your hips are off the ground. Chin up, shoulder walk. Now wrap before you trap and roll. Trap, look over your shoulder, roll 90 degrees. Go back, reset, laying down. Sit up, deadlift. Chin up grips, now shoulder walk. Wrap, your hips are still off the ground. Trap the foot, look over your shoulder, roll 90 degrees. Okay. One more on this side. Sit up, deadlift, chin ups, shoulder walk, wrap, trap, and roll. Okay. Good. Actually, this one I chose which way to go because I chose which way to trap, on which side I trap the arm. So you can get good at one side. That's fine. Okay. So that's trap and roll versus punch, and that's it for trap and roll. Obviously, one of our fundamental mount bottom skills. Let me check the time. 7:28. Okay. This isn't one of the long workouts. The long workouts, which are gonna go maybe like 45 minutes. I do on nights when Katie's not following me. So Katie's gonna jump in for yoga in a moment here. Let me just, and then we're gonna go, if you do one of the longer bottom mount workouts this week, I also have, I'll tell you what's in there. Elbow escape. I have trap and roll 2 elbow escape, like how they combine. I have elbow escape when you need to use the other foot to assist, either by hooking or pulling. And then we have disentangling the legs. Sometimes they elbow escape and their legs are under our legs, and that makes it difficult. There's 2 really good moves, a kick through and a thread through, that we can do with our legs to get out of that entanglement. We have, Pedro Sauer has a one-handed sort of hip escape. We have a 2-handed lifting bridge. And then we got collar choke defense, Americana defense, and armbar defense. We don't even always cover all those in class, but we're going to cover them in this workout because it's just a movement. Each are just movements you can get efficient at. But I'm going to wrap it up for today because I'm going to toss it over to Katie, who's going to start a new Facebook Live, and she'll be doing yoga. And again, the reviews are in, and everybody loves yoga. If you guys can be here later tonight, I asked everybody to go find a video, or maybe you've already found one. Maybe you've seen one before. You don't need to prep if you want to just show up either. Video online, and we're going to all meet up in a Zoom, and we're just going to share videos. We can all screen share, or you can send me a link and I'll pull it up and screen share. And we're going to talk about moves. Okay, so that's our plan tonight. We're going to do a show and tell, like a video night. All right, so we'll see you guys on Zoom. Yoga will be up in a few. Guys, take 5 minutes, grab water. That's right, we got the feedback that a break would be nice. So, she's going to start in like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Keep the computer on and near, and then just jump into her feed. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, Maria, Sean, Jay, everybody who showed up, Taylor, and we will see you guys soon. I'm going to see YouTube. Yeah, very good. Okay, a couple people in there too. Nice. I'll see you guys, Facebook guys, later. Peace. Thank you, Jay. And YouTube folks, thanks so much for being here. Not all of you are my students, and it's a pleasure to have people who can get a benefit out of this. I'm happy to share. So we'll do more Mount Escape based workout stuff later this week. We're doing it every day. I do it every day, so you can look for the streams. Take care.